Good morning, traders. It is the 20th of October. This is another pre-market plan video brought to you by Sydney Stocks. My name is Will, and I have 3 ideas lined up in this video. Different tickers this time. We have AMD, we have Tesla, and IBM, which is a stock I don't usually trade, but earnings was last night, so I'm pretty interested into how this stock plays out today, and I think there is some money to be made. So within this video, I'll be demonstrating levels I'll be long over, and obviously my profit targets, and as well as levels I'll be short under, as well as profit targets. So first things first, as we usually do these videos, we start with a SPY review. So let's just have a look at what SPY'd on yesterday. So this is a daily chart here. I'll make it bigger for you guys can see. I have been talking about this double bottom setup for about 4 days now, and it is still in play. We are currently holding the 61.8% fib, and if you guys know Fibonacci, then that is literally a crucial level to hold from tipping the scales from bull flag to just a casual retracement. So we are still in the bull flag territory from our recent pivot of yesterday's high, or Tuesday's high, sorry. So still a green tick on this bull flag, that double bottom setup, looking for either consolidation today or more movement to the upside. Maybe you want to try and test this pink line, but what we've been talking about, this purpley pink line for the breakout trade of this double bottom, and then after that we can look for the retest and play upwards from there. If we just go onto the hourly quickly as well, this is what we're kind of seeing. So if I just take off the volume. So right now, we saw a bearish sell-off from the 18th open, where we got an extensive gap, and everyone was just like, you know, this thing is just so shortable, so they will short the stock. Now we are back in this this little demand area where we did consolidate most of the day, and we have kind of bounced out of it so far. So we are looking to do the same today. We are looking for a gap up. We are looking for something along the lines to test this purple resistance again today, and that'll be a very, very bullish occurrence if we do. If we test it and we don't break out, then, you know, that's fine. As long as we perhaps consolidate above this blue line, I'm really not too fast, and I will still perceive a bullish sentiment as long as we do that. So that's enough about SPY. Let's get into our trade ideas right now. First things first, it's always AMD because I love the stock. It's like my child. It's just such a nice stock to trade. I've basically stated gaps down past 56.57, and I will short, not long, unless we gap above 5.8. And the main reason for this, if we go onto the AMD chart now, is because we are literally trading inside yesterday's bar. Let's delete that from back trading. Yeah, we are trading within yesterday's inside bar. Like, we did not break out from yesterday's high to yesterday's low in yesterday's session. So I am now looking for the break of this level here, which I've added bearish limit sell to then play to the short side, and these are my two profit targets as seen on screen here. You know, I don't really want the stock to gap up and just consolidate. I mean, I won't be going long unless this level above here does break. So that's why I'm pretty much going to be short for the rest of the day if the stock plays out right. Also, you've got to keep in mind that this is the volume point of control. If this does break, then obviously you could tick a box for being bullish. But, you know, we'll tackle that bridge when it comes. So far, I am bearish on AMD for as long as the eye can see. Next stock is Tesla. Tesla had earnings last night, so super interested into what's going to be occurring in today's session. I've stated a lot of longs under the water as we gapped down for earnings. I'm talking about this area right here. Everyone who is long in this area is now under the water. They are looking to sell at open or buy more stock. It's completely, you know, up to them. But some of them will be selling, so we could see some downward pressure, and that is what I'm trying to get at. So I've said looking for 207/203 test. Long, I don't know why I've got long. I should not have wrote that. Just ignore that, please. Sorry, guys. I've also said buyers have stepped up below 211 so far. They could do it again. And what I mean by this, every time the price has broken 211, buyers have always stepped up, and that has been 4 occurrences so far. Obviously, I'm including after hours and like extended trading hours. But otherwise it would be at least 3 if after hours and pre-market wasn't on my screen right now. But yeah, so we are under this 211. Buyers may step up, but it looks like every time we have actually broke 211 as well, we've always seen lower. We've always seen this 207 test. There's only this one example where we haven't actually fully broke down, and that was our basic first time. But every other time we've always seen these other levels test. So unless we actually unless in pre-market, for example, we actually break above and start holding this level, then we could look for longs. But other than that, I'm still going to be short, and I'm still going to be looking for a quick trade, a quick little scalp out the open for 207. Okay, I can't delete them things now. For 207.60, and then we are going to look for 206.24 and 203.61, which are shown on the screen now. So the last trade of the pre-market session is IBM. If I get up the IBM chart, I've said earnings were, I meant to say were, my apologies for the grammar, guys. It's super early for me. It's currently 7 AM. I was typing this out at 6 in the morning. But earnings was after hours. Usually influences how tech stocks play out in terms of earnings. What I mean by this is, since IBM is such a massive tech stock, other stocks, for example, like the lower end tech stocks within the large caps / mega caps, so maybe, God, it's hard to think now, maybe like Uber or, you know, anything related to tech, IBM can influence that. Like, to see IBM do a bullish earnings report and see the market go up, it just gives more favour towards the smaller companies. So, say for example, Palantir. I know it's unrelated to IBM, but if it's got bullish earnings, we are more likely to see the stock gap up the next day than to see the stock have bullish earnings and gap down. That's just my thesis. That's what I've been seeing in recent past of these earning reports due to IBM, and that is the thing. That is one set of information I'm trying to convey in this video. Anyways, let's get back to IBM. So earnings was after hours influences how tech stocks play out in terms of earnings. As we have faded a little in after hours, I will look to long for 130 plus. So what I mean by this, if we go on the 5-minute chart, we have kind of faded. Now I know this is very, very separate, so this is 15. Like the high in after hours was around 130 here, and we've currently faded, or at least 2.8%. So that's a whole day's move for IBM. Now you've got to think, IBM literally only moves like 2% in a day. It sometimes only moves 1%, like 1.5. So to actually fade for like 2.5% is very, very bullish, and I am looking to go long if this 126.44 level holds back up to this 130/131 level, which if we go back to the hourly level, this is a recent pivotal point for the stock within this downtrend. So we're looking to break out of that. One thing I want to note as well, we did actually break over this recent pivot, so we are technically in a downtrend. You could put it in quotes, uptrend, sorry. Like this, we could technically be forming the next higher low. Right. I've got 2 ideas for this one, so obviously long above 126 and then short below 126. If we do fade below 126, I'll be looking for 124, which is this recent support dating back from the 16th of September. So they are my 3 ideas for today, traders. A little bit different, a little bit, I mean, yeah, it's just different with IBM, but we're just going to see how it plays out for earnings. I think the setup's really, really good for it. So make sure to have it on your screens, or at least join our Discord, because I will be talking about it for quite, pretty much all day if the stock does end up setting up. And that's basically it. Wish you all guys the best of luck in today's session, and I will catch you in tomorrow's pre-market plan. Take care, guys.